Laundrie Media Group.
Hey, welcome to A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans with my husband, and he happens to be my podcast co-host, Alan Evans.
Great train in the house.
Oh, honey, we have a little peek behind the kimono really quick before we dive into this fascinating episode. Alan, we've been having a lot of internet troubles. We've been trying to go live on YouTube for a couple weeks, and last week I think you just gave up altogether.
Did I?
Yeah, but the couple weeks before, we had to finally reboot the entire internet in the house, and apparently that's what we had to do this week too.
If you never hear from your teenager, I have a parent hack.
Yeah.
Unplug the router, and you will 100% hear from your teenager in about 20 seconds.
Yeah. And McKelly's like, "What's up? What
happened? What happened to the Wi-Fi? What happened to the Wi-Fi?"
Yeah. Anyway, I think what's happening with Emma Kelly, she isolates a lot in her bedroom. So what I do sometimes when I'm going to bed, I just imagine this is what's going to be like in the fall when she's gone anyway. She's just not going to be here anyway. So it's sort of like that already. So I'm kind of easing into being a somewhat empty nester because, you know, the boys only come over every other week basically. And then Emma Kelly will be gone and it's just going to be you and me, babe.
Well, I mean, we still have some time before it's just you and me.
Well, I mean, there's going to be long periods of just you and me. And McKelly's not going to be here every day. Like I said, she's upstairs in her room anyway. It's like she's already gone.
Yeah.
The boys only here and there.
Yeah, that's true. True.
What are we going to do?
I don't know. Probably a lot of what we do now. A lot of sitting in our chairs on our phones, watching TV.
We have started watching more things together. And I do want to talk about what we've been watching.
Yeah. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about, I have some letters. You put me on the spot the other podcast. I'm going to put you on the spot this podcast.
Okay. And I'll have a good attitude about it.
Yep. So I'm going to spring a test on you and test your knowledge. We're going to do that. See how big your brain is.
I'm not very confident. I had to go to I didn't have to. I was invited to go speak to an event today at our friend Tara Davis's workplace. Mm-hmm. And I had a glass of wine. Mm-hmm. And you know how that sometimes impedes your ability to think quickly.
You'll be good at this. I think you'll do very well.
And I'm also tired.
You'll do fantastic.
Tired wine brain.
How was the event? What did you do?
It was very lovely. Well, she has like a tech company. It's a lot of people that deal with software and tech stuff that I don't know anything about. And her speaker canceled. And so asked if I would go. And so basically I just talked about me.
Okay.
That's what I did.
Okay. What was the purpose of talking about you? Was it inspirational?
Well, it was all women.
Motivational?
Well, it was just, I hope it was interesting. It was a bunch of women. And so, you know, I work in the radio business, which is a very male dominated industry. And these women work in an industry that is very much male dominated.
Very lewd too.
The tech industry or the radio industry?
Both, but definitely the radio industry.
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
It can be.
Yeah.
But one of the things I learned very early on was, you know, things have changed. Now, in the 90s, when I came to Dallas, it was a very different time, and you could say a lot of things and get away with it, what you can't do now. But men were pretty vulgar, especially when you go to like these. Well, it's true when you go to your when you went to your heating and air conditioning conventions. What was it like? What was it like? Vulgar, right? Men out on the loose, away from their wives.
That's the butt crack industry.
So when we would go to these radio conventions, my first year following, I didn't have any idea who Kid Craddock was when I came to Dallas, but I found out very quickly at this convention what a big deal he is, because the other DJs from around the country just fell at his feet and would walk around and just, try to soak up, knowledge from him and be inspired and be in his good graces, So that's when I found out what a big deal Kid was. But I also found out how lewd men in radio are, even though I kind of already had an idea. But then, like I was telling these ladies tonight, the women would get up to the mic and they would try to hang with the guys and be just as lewd. And I was like, that's not necessary. You can still be a lady in the business. That doesn't mean being a lady doesn't mean you don't have a sense of humor and that you are always, being holier than thou with the guys, but you don't have to be one of the guys to hang with the guys, right?
Right.
That was my point with that.
Okay.
But then, just talking about, the biggest challenge of my career when Kid died, talked about that too and overcoming that. So that's what it was about.
Were there snacks?
Yes, I
Really?
chose
What
to
kind of
stick.
snacks?
Well, she had like sandwiches and cookies and treats, but I just had grapes
Cookies?
and then liquid grapes.
What kind of cookies? Chocolate chip?
I'm sure there were. It was a whole
There was chocolate
spread.
chip?
I'm sure there was.
You didn't bring any home?
No, you weren't invited.
Nope. Well, that may be true, but you could have maybe brought a chocolate chip home.
I could have.
Okay.
Maybe Tara saved one, and I can go swing by and get it
but
tomorrow.
But you weren't thinking of your husband.
But anyway.
Okay, whatever. That's fine.
Anyway, that's what I did tonight. But I do want to talk about, in addition to the test you have, I was really excited that Alan started watching Paradise with me on Hulu, and now it has come to an end. So when we started watching, everybody at my work was talking about it. And I finally said, well, maybe I can get Alan to watch it with me. And so I convinced him to sit down to watch one episode. And I'll be honest, he was very skeptical. Will you be honest? You're very skeptical?
Any show you try to get me to watch, I approach it with caution.
Arms folded, cocked back in his chair.
Furrowed brow.
Yeah. And by the end
Sticking my bottom lip out.
But by this time, there were already 6 episodes out. They had already streamed, And he said, we can watch another one. And then, you want to watch another one? We ended up watching 6 episodes.
It was very good.
Just sitting there on our butts watching 6 episodes. It was so good. But the sad part was, at that point, there were only 2 episodes left. And episode 7, mind-blowing. We talked about that on the last podcast, right? How incredible, just sweating. I'm crying. Alan's like, it's not real, reminding me repeatedly.
It's make believe.
And so I was thinking, the season finale, it's been renewed for season 2, thankfully, but season finale was this week. They promised us we were going to know who killed the president, and there would be some sort of setup for season 2. And what'd you think?
Of the entire season or the last episode? Or all of the above?
One and both.
I've enjoyed it. It was a very, very good series so far. It's very good. It's entertaining. I like the main guy, the Secret Service agent. He's awesome.
Yeah, he was from not It Ends With Us. That's the movie. What was it called? That NBC movie.
Well, if you don't know,
TV series.
If you don't know Raspberry, I sure don't know.
I just went completely blank.
Okay, well, I love him. James Marsden. I love him. So I love all the actors. I love the story. Now, if I'm going to poo-poo.
This Is Us. Thank you, studio audience.
If I'm going to poo-poo something, it would be, it was really good, really good, really good.
Build up.
And then the last episode was good. It was good.
But coming off episode 7, man, that was hard.
But I felt like we kind of just lost a little momentum at the end.
I 100% agree. 100%. I was happy to know that we had the answer, that we don't have to wait, because I don't think they've even started filming season 2. I don't know if they've even written season 2. I don't know, but I'm glad we didn't have to wait a year or whatever it is to find out who done it. But who done it, it's like, okay, that's who done it. And
Big Sterling K. Brown.
Yeah, from This Is Us. Thank you.
Very convincing Secret Service agent.
Very good.
Very convincing.
Very good.
Very convincing.
So we do highly recommend Paradise, but season 7, man, is tough. That's hard to follow that, right? Hard to follow that.
Had to call a little BS at the very end, the very last scene.
Well, like I told you,
it's calling some serious BS.
You have to call BS on the entire premise.
Well, I can buy the whole premise. I didn't buy that last scene.
You buy men fighting with swords of light and the Force and all that stuff.
Well,
and living on space stations.
Okay,
you have to suspend your. Is it suspending your belief or suspending your disbelief?
Okay, well,
I don't know.
Okay, well, first of all, they're Jedi Knights. Second of all, they're not space stations. They're Star Destroyers and Death Stars. So let's get a few things.
Well, you don't have problems.
Let's get a few things straight.
You don't have problems believing all that.
I can believe a Wookiee if I want to.
There's that.
All right, babe. Yeah, Paradise, very good. Well, I've really built this up to my mom and dad too, but they don't have Hulu. So you were telling me it's going to be on
in about a month. Next month,
ABC.
It's going to start airing, once a week on ABC. Now, there's another series that I have been watching, The Traitors, which has their big season finale this week, which I was shocked. Only 11 episodes. And I was talking to somebody, I said, I don't remember, were the past seasons this short? It just feels like this was such a quick season. But they're doing the season finale and then the big reunion special this week, and then that's over. So then we have to wait, I guess, another year or so for the next Traitors to come around. Although my friend Annette back in South Carolina told me
South Kakalaki
that she loves the Traitors Australia.
Good eye, mate.
She said that's a great one. Now I've seen the UK one, season 1. I think there's been more than one season of the UK.
Not a knife.
So I've got other Traitors from other countries that I can enjoy. But she said Australia is really good.
Good eye, mate.
Now, I've also started watching Running Point on Netflix. That is so good.
I don't know what that is.
It is Kate Hudson, Justin Theroux, that guy, what's his name? Max Greenfield. Emma Kelly loved him in New Girl. He's now on Running Point. Chet Hanks. Tom Hanks' annoying son that tries to rap reggae and all this stuff, and people mock him and made fun of him. And wasn't he on like The Surreal Life and had a little fling with Kim Zolciak Bierman? Anyway, he is in Running Point playing this basketball star who also wants to be a rapper. He is so good in it. He's so good. It's 10 episodes. So it's a NBA franchise called the LA Waves, and it's a family-owned franchise. The father dies and leaves it to his oldest son, who's played by Justin Theroux. Justin Theroux, I won't want to spoil anything, has to relinquish power, and he passes it down to his sister, played by Kate Hudson, overlooking the two other brothers who are really in the business. But she's the one that loves basketball. She's just always been the problem party child. And so now she's got to run the family franchise. It is so good. Brenda Song is in it. If you ever used to watch The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, she played London. She's so amazing. She hasn't missed a beat. She is with Macaulay Culkin now. She's given him a couple babies. I don't know if they're married, but I know they're together. So I was blown away by how good this is. They already have all 10 episodes, I think, streaming, and I stopped myself after 5 because once I finish it, it's over and I have to wait. But it's so good. I recommend that.
Okay.
And then I walked in the other last night when I did go up to check on Emma Kelly. She's been under the weather. I might or might not talk about that. She was watching that new Ruby Frankie. Is it Ruby Frank or Ruby Frankie? A documentary on Hulu called Devil in the Family, The Fall of Ruby Frankie. I think that's how you pronounce her name. So she was a vlogger on YouTube. She lives in Utah, and she has like 6 kids, and she would vlog every day, like starting at 6 a.m. And she was really a strict parent. She would do things that people were like kind of call into question. And then one day, one of her sons like escaped to a neighbor's house and said, please, help me. We're being abused. And now she's in prison for abusing her kids. So that documentary is out on Hulu. So if y'all are looking for things to watch, I think I'm going to watch that next after I wrap up Running Point. You are going to love Legacy Box. Becoming a parent changes how you look at memories. While we're savoring and saving every moment with our kids, suddenly you start to realize a lot of important memories from our childhood. They're trapped on VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, photo albums, crammed into boxes labeled "Do Not Throw Away" and shoved into an attic. Those are at risk of being destroyed by heat, moisture, disaster, time. And once they're gone, they're gone. That's why you need Legacy Box now. They're the world's largest digitizer of home movies and photos. And the process is so simple. They send you a Legacy Box and you fill it up with old VHS tapes, pictures, film reels, slides, DVDs, whatever you've got. Their team in Tennessee carefully digitizes it all by hand. They send you back the originals plus digital files on the cloud or a thumb drive. Ordering a Legacy Box is one of the best things I've done for my family because now instead of just telling my kids about that crazy vacation I took to the mountains when I was a kid, I get to show them and relive it with them. And right now, during Legacy Box's Father's Day sale, you can save big while preserving your family's history. Visit legacybox.com/sandwich to get started today. That's legacybox.com/sandwich.
It's the little things that make a big difference in how I feel. Now, for me right now, it's about stretching. I didn't realize how stiff I was until I started doing it. I love when I can stretch a little further than before. It makes me feel refreshed when I'm done. And you know, a little makeup refresh can make all the difference too with Thrive Cosmetics, my go-to clean makeup routine year-round. Now, of course, their brilliant eye brightener and Stella champagne is always in my makeup bag. Actually, I need to reorder more. I'm almost out. But it comes in 32 shades, and the Shenna Mint Green Shimmer looks really fun for summer. Their Empower Matte Precision Lipstick Crayon, it's really amazing. It gives you a beautiful color that lasts without feeling dry. They have 18 buildable shades, and I love the Dusty Rose Kaisa color. I think that's how you pronounce it. But the best part, for every product you buy, Thrive donates products and funds to help communities thrive. So far, they've given over $150 million in products and cash to over 600 giving partners. This is beauty with purpose. Amplify your summer look with Thrive Cosmetics. Go to thrivecosmetics.com/sandwich for an exclusive 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/sandwich.
We did knock down a couple of true crime series too. One was the Gabby
Petito, yeah.
And then another one was, I didn't think you could get any more new OJ info, but we watched the newest OJ.
We haven't finished it.
These were both on Netflix. I finished it.
Oh, you did without me?
You passed out.
Did I miss anything on the...
No.
There was a lot of evidence that wasn't presented in court for whatever reason. But here's the thing, that Gabby Petito documentary has now got this new theory going around. A lot of people online think that Brian Laundrie isn't dead.
Oh, come on.
Let me tell you why. And when you hear the reasoning, you're like, this is how conspiracy theories get a little steam. And you're like, yeah, maybe you're right. So remember when Gabby Petito went missing, and they have the footage of who we think is Brian driving that white camper van, whatever, back to Florida, right? All we see is the van whizzing by gas stations.
Mm-hmm.
We assume Brian Laundrie is driving it. Now, when the police...
He was never caught on a camera filling up the car?
That's what people are saying.
Oh, come on.
When the police come to his parents' house and they don't let them in, Brian, he's not coming out. People are saying now, Brian was never in that house. And that's why, remember when he slipped out? How did he slip out without the FBI or whoever was watching the house seeing him? Remember they said, well, maybe they assumed it was his mother, that people assumed it was his mother leaving when it was actually him. He and his mother have very different body types. You would think if somebody's on a stakeout, you'd be like, oh, that's just Brian's mother. Though that they're saying maybe that was Brian. There was this big, massive manhunt for Brian Laundrie. But what happened? After a couple weeks, the parents say, we'll go out and look for him.
Mm-hmm.
And in 30 minutes, they found his disintegrated remains.
Mm-hmm.
Had to be identified by dental records, right? Gabby Petito had been left out in the wilderness for 2 weeks. When they found her body was still intact, enough to identify her.
Okay.
When they found him after allegedly about a week or two, completely disintegrated.
Well, he was in a Florida swamp.
Now, I did not verify this. I'm telling you what some TikToker, this is how rumors get started. So please, I have not researched this, but this is not my job to research. But the person told me, this vlogger said that the dental records were verified by one of the Laundrie family's relatives. So the conspiracy is that wasn't Brian Laundrie and that he's out somewhere living alive and well. He was never in the house.
Like Elvis.
No, Elvis is different. Elvis was found on a toilet or fell off the toilet or whatever.
Like Michael Jackson.
But isn't it interesting that they scour this place looking for Brian Laundrie, in 30 minutes the parents find it. And the dental records.
That is a bit odd.
If it's true, the dental records were validated or verified by a cousin or an uncle. And the daughter, Laundrie's daughter, she is completely cut off the parents. She has nothing to do with them now.
Yeah.
Anyway, just a conspiracy theory.
Well,
maybe I'll research it a little bit more rather than just repeating the rumor. But that is going around.
Whole
That's
thing
a
was
big
sad.
theory right now.
The two big takeaways I had from the OJ thing were, and I think I had read this before, but they went into more depth, was there was a witness at the LAX airport, saw OJ get out of the limo, and then he had Louis Vuitton luggage, but he had one just cheap canvas bag. This witness watches OJ go to a trash can, open the canvas bag, and put whatever was in the canvas bag in the trash can. That witness was never called at the trial. Not that it would have made any difference, but that's just more evidence that all this was a little strange.
Also, the lady at the intersection that says she saw him right after the murder was committed.
She was never called as a witness because she sold her story to the Inquirer or
Right.
whatever. And then this was the big moment at the end of the last episode. Remember his manager? They kept interviewing his manager throughout the whole series. So OJ's dead. He's been dead for a while. But they were asking the manager at the very end of all this, he said, well, what do you think? What do you think happened? He said, I was talking to OJ one time just before he died. And I said, OJ, obviously I've always over the years, I've wanted to believe you, but all of this really, it all points to you. Obviously, did you do it? He just asked him straight up, did you do it? And he said, OJ looked at me. He said, we were sitting out by the pool. OJ looked at me. And he said, if she hadn't have come to the door with a knife, she would still be alive.
Wow.
And that's how it ended. They fade to black right after that. If she hadn't have come to the door with a knife, she would still be alive.
Wow.
Now, why would the manager didn't make that up? That's what OJ told him.
Yeah.
But this was after everything had happened.
I truly don't believe anybody truly believes he didn't do it. But
there are lots of people that think he didn't do it. Are you kidding?
Well, that's what Oprah and Gail said. When Gail King, she's single, she said the way they knew that a man wasn't for her, she'd ask him if they thought OJ did it. If they said no, she's like, I'm not going out with him. Even Gail King said that. So I thought that was a good barometer at the time. Not quite the hot button issue it used to be, but now that it's in a documentary, I guess it is again.
Okay, babe. Let's switch gears a little bit, if that's okay.
Sure.
Unless you have more.
Well, I was going to talk about going to lunch with Sarah Bacon Bit.
Okay,
from
talk
the
about that.
Chitlin Gang.
Right.
She's been off work for a little bit, and she's like, I'm bored. Come visit with me. We need to catch up. So we met at this little restaurant, this little Italian restaurant
Was
in
I
Grapevine.
not invited?
No, it's a ladies' lunch, and she looks great. She looks great.
Seems like I don't get invited to a lot of stuff.
This is for the ladies.
that you get invited to.
Do you want to go?
Tara's thing.
Do you want to? You'd have been the only man there.
Sarah's thing.
Well, her husband wasn't there. It was just girls.
Okay.
Do you think Brandon went without you?
I don't know.
It's ladies' lunch.
I like to be
so anyway,
invited.
we
I
get
like to be
there,
invited, too.
and it's an Italian restaurant, and we're just like girls catching up. Let's just have a little glass of vino. So we ordered that, and it was late lunch because I had dealings with Emma Kelly that I don't need to get into. But so the waitress comes over, and I say, "Are there any specials today?" And she said, "You know what?" She said, I'm gonna do something special for you. I'm like, oh, okay. So what happened was, it was after the lunch rush and we were there late. She said, we're actually testing some new menu items.
Oh.
And we're thinking about adding some items, and we're tweaking some. And we were going to taste them, but we would love to get you guys' opinion on it and give us your honest feedback.
Nice.
So we got spinach dip, fried pickles, a margarita pizza, and bruschetta. Big servings, absolutely free.
Did you act real pretentious when you were tasting it, like those judges
Not pretentious,
on
but like I told Sarah, and
Top Chef?
I told this lady too. I said, if you were just giving us free food, I would just tell you everything's wonderful, it's great. I said, but because you're really asking us our honest opinion and you're going to put this on the menu, I'll give you my honest feedback. And Sarah did the same. And we told her we loved the fried pickles. We thought the spinach they tweaked the spinach. It was too dry.
Whoa.
Too dry and had a sour taste in it. She took notes on that.
Too much lemon?
I don't know what it was. It was just sour and it was dry. Needed more cheese and moisture. She appreciated that.
Mm-hmm.
They did the bruschetta like on this pizza, this soft pizza crust. And we were like, it was just, we'd rather have it on toast.
Okay.
Told them that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the margarita pizza was perfect. So the pickles and the pizza were perfect. But she's like, thank you so much. And we got free lunch. So we tipped her a little extra. So when you get notified on your credit card that I did an exorbitant tip, it's because she gave us free food.
Sounds pretty good. I had a couple of slices of dry salami. I cut the cheese and had some cheese. I had a bowl of chicken ramen and Doritos. So sounds like you had some good food today.
I did. And it was all free.
No, it sounds really good, babe.
And I got to be a taste tester. That was fun. I would love to, if you have a restaurant and you want my honest opinion on what you have, please invite me and Allen.
Email us at podcast@kellyandallen.com. You know, okay, here's something I need. You know how sometimes I'll say something on the podcast and I'll think about it for a week and then I have to come back and amend what I say?
It took you a whole week?
Yeah. Remember how you were asking, we were talking about good friends last podcast? And
what about them?
Well, you said, do you feel like you have any good friends? And I was doing a bit. I was like, no, I don't have any good friends. I did Zoe. I think that's what I said.
You were trying to be funny.
I was trying to be funny.
But you hurt people's feelings?
Well, I don't know that I hurt people's feelings. There's a possibility I could have hurt people's feelings.
Yeah,
and I don't ever want to hurt anybody's feelings. I have lots of good friends.
So that's what you're amending?
That's what I'm amending. I just want all my good friends to know I have good friends. That's it.
Okay.
I don't want anyone to think that I don't think I have good friends because I do.
Okay.
That's it.
I'm glad you got that off your chest.
I just don't want to hurt any feelings.
Well, it is true. Your friendship circles get smaller and smaller as you get older.
Yes. Now, you did the women in tech seminar
get
tonight.
Together.
Right. That I wasn't invited to because it was
You're
women.
not a woman and you're not in tech.
But I'm friends with Tara.
What do you want?
Nothing. I wanted a chocolate.
What is going to resolve this?
A chocolate chip cookie. I have a list of corporate speak. Okay, this is what you can present at your next Women in Tech conference. I have a list of corporate speak. You don't want to use corporate speak. You can revise this corporate speak and use Old English.
Okay, how am I going to be tested on this?
I'm not testing you on this. I'm just giving you examples.
I thought you were going to try to.
I have another test.
Oh.
So, for example, somebody might say, this meeting could have been an email.
Yeah.
That's kind of, I mean,
we hear that a lot.
You
in
hear
our
that
office.
a lot. Here's what you could say. Why dost thou summon us when but a scroll had met the need?
Why would we do that?
Because it sounds cool. It sounds better.
They're going to think you're one of those weird people that goes to medieval times and Scarborough Fair in costume, not just to participate, because you've got kids, but that you buy in.
Here's another. You see this sometimes. This drives me nuts. PLS, please fix. No, I wouldn't say that. I'd say, I beseech thee to undo thine mistakes.
You would not do that. You would not say that.
Here's another. Unfortunately, I won't be able to attend. That's what I would say if somebody invited me to a meeting.
But not anymore. How are you going to say it now?
Alas, I must forego this gathering, for fate wills it so. I don't know why I think this is funny. I just wish we all talked like this still.
Well, you can go to Scarborough Fair. It should be coming up soon. They throw mud at each other. They eat Lego mutton.
Do they joust?
They have jousting, mud. They used to have mud fighting.
Do they eat?
And they wear lots of leather, even if it's 100 degrees, because that's the way they used to dress.
I wore leather
pants.
Smells good. I wore leather pants today. Here's another. Could you provide an update? No.
Don't say that.
Dost thou bear tidings of this affair?
Okay.
Only two more. The modern way, you might say, are you effing stupid?
Oh, I would never say that to anyone.
Here's a nice way to say, are you effing stupid? Hath wisdom fled thee, or art thou merely cursed with folly?
That would be a kinder, gentler
I like
way.
that. Hath wisdom fled thee, or art thou merely cursed with folly?
Man, Old English is it's just a lot. I like the conciseness of modern English.
For example.
Is this the last one?
Yes. As per my email. That's when someone like you send them an email and I guess they don't read it and then they ask you a question about something that was in the email.
It's sort of like a little backhanded.
It's kind of a passive aggressive.
Yeah.
A lot of people at your work do this.
Do they?
In the past.
Who?
I don't know. People you've told me about.
So
they would say something like,
that.
as per my last email. So here's what you would say to soften this up. As I did scribe unto thee ere aforetime.
Aforetime?
As I did scribe unto thee ere aforetime.
Aforetime. I don't know. I will never use those phrases.
Okay, now that we've got our English warmed up, here's the test. Okay? So you tested me on my spelling last week and I failed miserably.
It's been a couple weeks now, but you haven't gotten over it, obviously.
Yeah, I haven't. So here are 100 words every adult should know. We're not going to do 100.
Okay. I was like, come on.
I'm just going to take, of these 100 words every adult should know, I'm going to sample these. I'm going to say the word, and I'd like you to give me the definition.
I'll try.
This is a good test.
I'll try.
And our listeners can play along too. Okay, we'll start easy.
Okay.
How about the word bellicose? BELLICOSE.
I would imagine bellicose means like abundant. Like that was a very like overflowing. Like that was a bellicose speech you just gave. All that old English stuff was very bellicose. I don't know.
Bellicose means demonstrating aggression and willingness to fight.
Oh, well, I didn't get that right.
Okay. These are some of these I have no idea about.
I've never heard of bellicose.
Okay, maybe I should make this a little easier. How about okay, here, I'm sure you know this one. Copious.
Copious means a lot. Copious amount.
Yes.
A lot.
Taking copious notes means abundant in quantity. How about elucidate?
Elucidate?
Well, ELUCIDATE.
Well, lucid has to do with light. So I would imagine elucidate is another way to say bring something to light.
Yeah, I can see that. The definition here is clarify or explain clearly, but bring something to light.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was kind of deductive reasoning.
Yeah, I think you're on the right path there. How about immutable? IMMUTABLE.
Does that mean unmovable? Like it's immutable? It's like it's steady and stays?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unchanging.
Yeah.
Unchanging over time. Good, babe. I don't know if I can pronounce this. Garrulous.
Garrulous?
Garrulous? GARRULOUS.
I would imagine, I think I have heard that word before, but I don't know how. Just to hear it, it sounds lighthearted, like you are, laughing, like it's a garrulous, ha ha ha, like it's hilarious, garrulous maybe.
I think you're on the right track. It means somebody who talks a lot.
Oh,
excessively talkative. But
I was like excessively laughing.
Yeah.
So it was at least it was excessively something.
You were on the right track. Man, some of these, at my age and at this point in my life, I should be able to pronounce some of these. Recalcitrant.
Recalcitrant.
Yeah, recalcitrant.
I've heard of that. Recalcitrant. Isn't that like when you're reflecting back a little bit with remorse, maybe? Recalcitrant, maybe?
That one means stubbornly resistant to authority.
Oh, well. I've heard it used. I didn't know.
That's me. I'm recalcitrant.
You're very recalcitrant.
Yes.
I'll never forget it.
You can't scroll your phone for more than 30 seconds without seeing somebody talking about GLP-1s. Maybe you've been close to trying them, but you're not a needle person, or maybe you're looking for a natural alternative. Well, let me introduce you to our podcast sponsor, Veracity. Their Metabolism Ignite, it's a natural plant-based GLP-1 alternative that is doctor recommended and clinically proven to help reduce hunger. Just 2 capsules with breakfast every morning. It's all you need. And one of the first things I noticed was I wasn't thinking about food all day. That food noise you always are constantly battling. Metabolism Ignite has no allergens, no caffeine, no negative side effects, and we love that. It's shown to reduce hunger by 85% and clinically proven to help lose an average of 9 pounds in 90 days. We really love that. Look, this stuff is sold out 10 times for a reason. So before it sells out again, make the switch to GLP-1s the natural way. Head to veracityhealth.co and use sandwich for up to 65% off your order. Once again, that's VERACITY health.co for up to 65% off. Make sure you use our promo code SANDWICH so they know we sent you. I don't think I've ever talked about it on this podcast before, but one day I was walking past the windows going upstairs and I noticed this greasy cooking smell. You know what I mean? It turns out it was our blinds. Something about the sun was breaking them down over the years. And who knows how long they were there before we bought our house. We needed new blinds bad, and that's what led me to 3-Day Blinds. I absolutely loved how easy they made the whole process. They send a professionally trained design consultant to your home. It's a free, no obligation, same-day quote. And they've got thousands of options to fit any budget and style. It's not just blinds. They've got shades, shutters, drapery too. 3-Day Blinds even has those motorized smart blinds that work with Alexa. Those are so cool. They take all the measurements. They handle the installation too. And it's perfect because I'm not handy. And what a difference it's made. This is an upgrade that makes your whole house feel refreshed and polished without having to do a big renovation. Right now, get quality window treatments that fit your budget with 3-Day Blinds. Head to 3dayblinds.com/sandwich for their buy one, get one 50% off deal on custom blinds, shades, and drapery. For a free, no charge, no obligation consultation, just head to 3dayblinds.com/sandwich. One last time, that's buy one, get one 50% off when you head to the 3dayblinds.com/sandwich.
Taciturn.
Taciturn?
TACITURN.
Taciturn. I would guess taciturn.
See, these are hard, aren't they?
Tacit. Just to make something tacit. To make something, I'll just say tight and concise. I don't know.
Well, you were kind of on the right track. Quiet and reserved in speech.
That's not at all.
Well,
I said concise. That's reserved,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Man, see, I'm picking the hardest ones.
Yeah, this was a fun game.
No, I'm seriously picking the hardest ones.
Why don't you just go in order then?
Well, because there's 100 from A to Z.
We'll just start with A and then do one from B and then do one from C.
Venerate.
Venerate.
Or venerate. VENERATE.
Oh, venerate, venerable. I know this one. I know I've heard it, but I don't know. I don't remember.
Regard with great respect.
Oh.
Okay, let me give you a few so you can get your confidence back.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm very confident. These are words nobody uses.
Affable.
Affable is likable, right?
Yes, friendly. Anecdote.
That's like a little side story to go along with what you're trying to illustrate. A little story to go along with it.
Brevity.
Conciseness.
Contentious.
Contentious means kind of like ornery.
Disseminate.
To spread about,
right.
To give it out.
See, if you can throw down some of these words at a cocktail party, dear sweet clean listener.
See, why don't you start with these? Why are you
sound
with all these harder words?
Well, because I know you're really good at this, so I wanted to give you some hard ones. Judicious.
Well, that's like judicious. Well, doesn't that mean like judicious, very careful with your speech?
Wise, showing sound judgment.
Yeah.
Paradigm.
Oh yeah, a paradigm. That's like it's like like alongside, but paradigm. I don't know how to say it.
You're thinking of a parallelogram. Paradigm's like a model.
No, I was wrong.
An example or a model. Oh, here's a tough one, babe. Pecuniary.
Pecuniary.
Pecuniary. Pecuniary.
Pecuniary. I've honestly heard that word before, but I don't know why. Does it have something to do with legal stuff?
Relating to money.
So I guess it's pecuniary damages.
Tell you what, these aren't words that A-Train uses every day. Tenacious.
Oh, it's like you won't let go of something. You stick with it.
That's like me and
a bone.
That's like me and Big Al saying "yo yo yo" at the state fair.
I guess so.
Remember,
you wouldn't let it go.
Wouldn't let it go. I was tenacious in that storytelling for at least 4 or 5 podcasts.
Yeah,
because we were 15 feet away. It's like, why wouldn't he just say, "Hey, Kelly, hey, Allen"?
That was back in October, Allen.
Yo, yo, yo.
That was in September.
And there's a big crowd of people, sea of people. Yo, yo, yo. And like everyone turns around. So I was thinking, Al, why don't you just say, "Hey, Kelly, hey, Allen"? And we would have been like, "Oh, hey, Al."
Maybe he was trying not to draw attention because we're so famous.
I don't know what Al was trying to do. Okay, just a couple more. How about fastidious?
I would imagine that was mean being very focused on something, like fastidious maybe, but like very focused.
Yeah, very attentive to detail.
Yeah.
Let's do 2 more. How about audacious?
Audacious is bold and brash and
bold. Yeah. What's the difference between audacious and bodacious?
Bodacious is big, right? Like that's a bodacious booty.
I thought bodacious was bold. Like,
well, maybe it's just another way, but it's like big and brash and bold. I guess it's sort of the same.
I used to know a dude who's always saying "be bodacious," like be bold.
Yeah.
He didn't say be
sass.
He didn't say be audacious. He said be bodacious. I don't know.
Maybe bodacious is more likable. I don't know.
Boorish.
Boorish means, yeah, your sister likes calling you boorish.
Why?
Doesn't that mean like it's like kind of rude and like gruff
it's
or
not
something?
very nice.
Is it gruff and rude? Yeah, your sister uses that with you, right? Doesn't she call you boorish?
Boorish is coarse. It means coarse.
Yeah.
She says my sense of humor can be coarse.
Boorish.
Boorish. Coarse. A coarse sense of humor. Last one. How about I just saw one I wanted to do. Oh well, that's kind of anticlimactic. Yeah, that's anticlimactic.
Like the season finale of Paradise all over again.
Yeah. Oh, how about this one? Avarice? Avarice. Avarice.
I don't know why. I've seen the word, but I don't know.
Never seen that word in my life. And all the time I've lived on planet Earth, I've never seen this word.
What is it?
Avarice. Extreme greed for wealth.
I've seen it. I just, I don't always... I see words. I do a lot of crossword puzzles and stuff, which I think helps with vocabulary. I took Latin in high school, but granted, I graduated in 1984, people. It's been a long time. I took 2 semesters of Latin, and that really does help with, your English, but it's just been too long.
Well, there you go, babe. You did pretty good.
I appreciate
I think
that.
you did pretty good.
Yeah. I could have done better, let's be honest.
Those are words every adult should know.
No, I don't think that's necessary. It does make for a more colorful language. I should do more crossword puzzles. I've been a little bit lax on that lately. Every day I do Wordle and Quirtle and Blossom with my brother and my mother. And then I've tacked on connections. That's a fun little way, keeps your brain engaged, keeps you connected to your family. It's something we do every day. So that's fun. So maybe I need to start doing crosswords puzzles, but I won't be sharing those. That'll be just for me.
One of our producers just passed me a note. The definition of bodacious is remarkable, impressive, sexually attractive.
Yeah. Good gosh, the ass is bodacious. Isn't that a lyric from Nelly?
Used chiefly of women, audacious and gutsy. That's bodacious.
Well,
I thought bodacious just meant bold.
Well, that big, bold booty is like what Nelly raps about. Is that Nelly? It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Is that him?
I will take my clothes off.
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
I hadn't spent a lot
gracious, that's bodacious.
I hadn't spent a lot of time in the club in the last, I'd say, 20 years.
Oh my gosh. When was the last time I was in the club? Oh my gosh.
Like in the club?
In the club.
Like
I'm trying
with
to
bottle
remember.
service in the club?
I remember I'd probably thought to myself, this is literally the last time I will be in a club. That's probably what I thought at the time. There just comes a point when you're like, I do not belong here. And it's okay. There is a time when it would be a sad thing, but at this point I'm like, I'm really cool with not belonging here.
I used to have a buddy that knew everybody. This dude knew everybody in Vegas somehow. And when I say everybody, he didn't know everybody, but he knew the right people. And he knew the doormen to get you into the clubs. So I'd roll out there with him. And you can't get in the club if you're
Vegas.
If you're a dude, you can't get in the club. You got to be if you're two dudes, you need to be bringing 20 chicks.
Yeah.
And we didn't have chicks. We're two dudes. But he knew the doorman.
You weren't bodacious?
No. But he knew the door guy, so he got us into this club. It was at the Wynn.
Yeah, it's a big one.
And it was called, and how come all the clubs out there have one name? Like this one was called Tryst.
I seem to remember Tryst. I think JC tried to get into Tryst one time, and there was a group going, I'm like, I'm not even going to try.
We got into Tryst.
I wasn't even going to
so
try.
I'm running around in Tryst.
How was that?
Let's just say I was a fish out of water. That wasn't my scene.
What is your scene?
I don't know. I don't really know. What you tell me. What is my scene?
Well, you like to wander the aisles of like Home Goods.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
That's your jam.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You'll do a good Home Goods run. It's really kind of fun going with you because you go your way and I go mine.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of, call me at some point, where are you?
Yeah.
And then we'll kind of meet. Or I'll find you sitting in a chair on the end of some aisle.
Yeah.
When you give up.
I don't remember a lot about Tryst, but I do remember a pool, like an indoor
pool,
outdoor type pool.
Oh.
Palm tree. It was beautiful.
There's nothing weirder than people that party at the pool in Vegas.
Yeah.
For my 50th birthday, was it 50? Yeah, we went to Vegas, and the Backstreet Boys, pulled me up on stage. It was really great. And I was trying to be a good sport. And I was in better shape than I am now, put on a bathing suit, and we went out to the pool area, and the film of body oil and sunscreen on the water was it was like stepping into a pool of salad dressing is what it was like. And it was hot. And everybody's out there, the music's playing, and it's weird seeing people dancing in bikinis and it's just weird, right? Isn't it weird?
I didn't think it was
people
weird.
are like weird dancing.
I mean, I didn't think it was weird.
My friend, she got like an infection from being in the pool.
Whoa.
Because there's like stuff swimming around in there. She got like really, really
What kind of infection?
sick up in there.
What kind of infection?
The infections you get up there in your girl parts.
Like
she got it from that pool. She's convinced.
Like a urinary tract infection?
It was bad. But I tried to be a good sport. But that pool party scene in Vegas, I just can't get into that.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. I remember we went there. We went to another one at Caesars at the time. I think it was called either Caramel or Pure. I can't remember. It was one word because every club out there is one word.
Well, yeah.
How come they can't have like two names?
Well, keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah. And I remember at the one at Caesars, all this. I was dancing. There's bubbles everywhere.
Was I there?
No.
This is the other trip.
This is a long time ago.
I was like, was I so out of it? I forgot.
Waist high bubbles.
Yeah. Why are we dancing in bubbles?
I don't know.
Not fun.
I don't know.
That is not fun.
That's not my scene.
No.
Speaking of my scene, you mentioned Home Goods. Did you see the story of this? I think this happened in Dallas Fort Worth. Woman was at Ross Dress for Less.
That's like your jam.
That's
you
my
love
jam.
Ross.
I love Ross. And somehow she met this man who's
inside the
Ross. Who I didn't get the full story. Who said he was a podiatrist? Remember we were talking about feet last time?
Yeah, foot doctor.
Yeah, he said he was a foot doctor. She was having some kind of foot issue
in the Ross.
Like
limping, obvious
something
issue.
like that. She believes that this man is a foot doctor. The man looks at her feet and starts licking her feet.
Oh, that's a perv.
So they arrested him.
Good.
They arrested the dude for licking this woman's
But what
feet.
if that was the cure? What if he had medicinal saliva? And this was just one of those unique practices.
Isn't that funny how human beings will put their mouth on
Anything.
feet and on
Anything.
genitalia?
There's some weird
But then if
people out there.
if a fork hits the ground at a restaurant, you got to ask for a new fork. It's like, come on, man. Come on. We know what you're doing.
You're licking feet.
You're licking feet. you're licking butt. I mean, come
I
on.
just wonder how it progresses that quickly in the middle of a Ross to a foot licking incident.
I've seen some wild stuff in Ross. Not as wild as I saw in Pure and Tryst, but I've seen some wild stuff in Ross.
Well, we have to make a Ross run. It's been a while.
I know. I haven't been in a Ross in, gosh, I can't remember that. Definitely not this year.
Date night.
I don't know if I went to Ross last year.
Date night. I sense date night coming.
Okay. All right, babe. You got anything else?
No, I'm really good.
Okay.
Are you good?
Yeah, we've got some letters queued up, but we're going to have to get to those next time.
Well, you want to just do one, or you just want to just wait, hold on to it? Let's just hold on to it.
We'll hold on to it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, because we encourage letters. If you want to ask a question, make a comment, give us show content, tell us how much of an a-hole I am, whatever you would like, email us at podcast@kellyandallen.com.
We'd love to hear from you.
Find us on the social medias at the Alonzo 1971 on the Instagram. I'm on the Facebook.
YouTube.
Oh, the YouTube at Moto Alonzo.
Your goal is to hit 1,000 this year. I think you can do it.
Yeah.
It's happening a little slower. I don't think you've quite hit 500 just yet.
Well,
But you're precariously close. Precarious, not a word on your vocabulary list today, but you are precariously close to 500.
yeah, there's been some behind the scenes stuff going on. We can't talk about that yet, can we? I don't think we should.
I think we should wait till,
Let's wait.
till the ink
let's wait
is
till the
dry.
Let's wait till the ink is dry. So yeah, there's some reasons why I haven't been posting a lot there. Seems like I get these ideas and I'm full steam ahead, and then something happens, and I'm like, well, crap! Now I got to put it on hold.
You don't have to put it on hold. You just do a little detour.
Yeah, a little detour.
Just repurpose. It'll be fine. So go follow at Moto Alonzo on YouTube.
Yes,
because
please.
big things are coming, and
They are.
got to get him up to 1,000. That was your bucket list for this year, and I want to make that happen for him. You can follow me at Kelly Raspberry on Instagram and at Kelly Raspberry Evans on Facebook. But really, whatever I post on Instagram, doesn't it automatically pop up on Facebook? So there you go.
One of our live studio audience members says, Alan, you're not an a-hole. You're a funny a-hole.
Okay. You're not just an a-hole. Maybe that's what they meant to say. You're not just an a-hole. You're a funny a-hole. Maybe that's what they meant to say.
I like that. That's a good one.
You do?
Yeah, I think that's funny.
Okay.
I think that's
All
funny.
right.
I can laugh at myself. I'm fine with that. All right, babe. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love our listeners desperately.
I love y'all.
I love Paradise desperately. Good show. Recommended. Did lose a little steam at the last episode, but I'm still giving it 2 thumbs up.
Yeah. All your questions will be answered. Just be like, huh. There you go.
There you go. And I am sure we will podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good. Have a good sandwich.